Elise Hall, I'd like to ask you free advice. You have a room filled with small business owners and small business employees. We're going to be hiring some of these students eventually someday. What is your advice to us in this room as to what to watch in the legislative process? What should we be watching and be aware of next year and in future sessions?
I would say as a small business owner, it's difficult to watch because you're running your business, you're looking to hire, you're looking to expand, you're trying to figure out how to juggle all the moving pieces of being a small business owner. And so it's hard to pay attention. It's hard to know exactly what's going on. And so my advice to you guys is create a personal relationship with your legislator so that you know that you can say, hey, I've got this issue with sales tax reporting, and I can call up John Eccles and give him a call and say, hey, this is my issue. Can you help me out? And is there a way that we can work with the tax commission to find a solution? So I think it all comes down to having a personal relationship, because I know that you guys are busy and it's hard to pay attention to all of the moving parts. Obviously, we know that next year we will still be in a similar budget situation, and that the $1.3 billion that we experienced in a shortfall this year could likely happen again. And so I think that that's going to be probably the main priority in working with, as Representative Nelson mentioned, that we'll have new leadership both in the House and in the Senate, and looking at the ways that we can expand the budgeting process. I know I've spoken with Representative Eccles and Representative McCall, who's the Speaker Designate for the House, on looking at doing interim studies on the budgeting process for each of the appropriations and budget subcommittees for education or transportation to each work throughout the summer and fall on their particular budget, so that members can be more attuned with the budgeting process and it doesn't become something that just rolls out at the end of session. And so I think that would be, and that was one of my priorities this session. I think it's hard to do major reform in a year when you're working on the budget so much. And so I think that will continue to be something that we'll have to work on this next year.